Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 24 of the Ravencast. It's me, your host Triton, joined by my lovely co-host Silver Knight, and
Eat that
today
your
we
sweet
have a
ass.
special. And today we have a special guest. Today we'll be interviewing the truth teller known as EG Lately. EG Lately is a YouTuber here that covers variety, dramas, and stuff, and commentary, gaming.
What up? What up? Good to be here,
What up?
fellas.
What up?
Nice to have
And
you
he,
on,
and he
brother.
has 4.3K subscribers, and nice to have you on, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Feeling pretty blessed out here in these streets, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, me
So,
too. I've been feeling blessed too lately. So first, just to introduce yourself to the audience that don't really know you. So who are you, and what kind of content do you make? Like, what is your channel? For
I'm
all-
commentary, but you know, I kind of dip my feet in everything. I started
like us.
kind of yeah, I started with drama. Kind of realized I didn't really care a whole lot about half the people I was talking about. So then I started talking about stuff I was actually interested in. I have a second channel though that is like dedicated to like ongoing, like current events, which is like kind of my streaming channel. That's called
All
Later
right.
with EG Lately. But yeah, so
It
I've kind of
rhymes.
dedicated. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It's all about the marketing, man. But yeah, so I started my main channel doing you know, in-depth like video essays on all kinds of random shit that I've been interested in my life, and then the second channel is now where like my live streams go, and
You know,
that's where I get myself in trouble most of the time.
yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta have that. Like, like I feel like eventually we're gonna have to do that. Like,
So so what kind of dramas did you start covering? Like when you first tiptoed your toes in the commentary sphere?
The first drama I got into, which was by accident, was with this creator named Savannah Marie. She had like 90,000 subscribers or something like that, and she just put out this video that was just absolute trash on Pierogi of Scammer Payback. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them.
I don't know.
I don't know that either, to be honest.
He's the biggest scam baiter in the world. He's got like 8.5 million subscribers. So he's
Oh,
doing
is he
pretty
like a
well.
scam? So he's a scam beta, basically. Someone
Yeah.
that like scam beats. Okay.
I hate
And
people like that, man. They're so scummy.
yeah, it's not I mean, he does good work, so I was like, you know, it was just she was just basically putting out all this bullshit on this guy, and you know, her arguments were absolutely terrible. So I kind of found myself involved in a drama with her, and you know, then I kind of the first one I remember though happening when I was doing it, aside from like me being involved in a drama, is covering like Mama Max. Like that first was my first drama that dropped.
Oh
when
yeah,
that
I
happened.
covered that. I covered the Mama Max thing a while back in 2021
Isn't it
when I was
still
just a
developing?
nerd making. Yeah, it's still developing to this day, actually, because he's now making videos on Moodle Horror, and he's
Dude.
still like he's been cooking up like response videos to people and shit.
Yeah, I
He
couldn't
made a
keep up
whole
with it.
he made a whole video calling Moodle Horror fraud and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion on that whole.
So what part of the
Sorry.
so what part of the Mama Max thing did you cover when you were covering that? Was it like the YouTube wake up stuff?
It was right as I think Duria started like calling him a liar. It's like right when Duria's video dropped, you know.
Oh, like this year, like 2024.
Yeah, I've only been doing YouTube for about a year. Seriously, I've had my channel for like 10 years, and like I've put random video eating or me playing music up like through like once or twice a year, and then it was like about this last year where I was kind of like, you know, I think let me try to see if I can give this whole YouTube thing a run, and I've been pretty lucky, and I've been able to get, you know, good connections in the
That's good, man.
YouTube space.
I mean, only a year, bro. Like you fucking grown like a lot. Like goddamn, bro. Like
I know you already have 4,000 subs already in a year. That's really good.
yeah, man.
You know, it's funny too. Anytime anybody wants to like give me shit they always point out that like I don't have 5,000 subs, and then when I get 5,000, they'll say, "Well, you don't have 6,000." I'm like, dude, you guys like people
That's
who
how
want to
it's
just make
gonna.
fun of you.
That's how it's gonna always be because people are never gonna be satisfied because they're jealous of you. A lot of those people are haters that are jealous because they wish it was them. In reality, they want to tell you, "I wish it was me instead of you." That's what they really want to say, but they want to act like they're still big dogs, so they're gonna pretend like, "Oh, you don't have 6,000." Oh, it's like you need to just ask them, like, "Well, how much? What's your sub count? Like, did you get 4,000 in like I did?" Like that's
I
what you need to be like
yeah.
asking these people.
I
Excuse
feel bad though. Like I'm not the type to because I've always kind of figured that like I don't value someone's importance or what they have to say by like their sub count. And like the funny thing is it's always coming from people who have like 26 subscribers that are saying this shit. And I'm like, I don't want to like even like I feel like even pointing out that you have like nothing is like kind of, you know, beneath me. It's just like I don't know. I kind of just I know in the back of my head it is, but like I just wish you know they wouldn't be saying that shit to me like face to face. That's all I could say. You know, these are always cowardly people
Yeah.
who are you know talking shit and or trying to
Also,
defend like
there's
their
gonna be one that
sim
sells,
queen,
like,
whoever it
all
may
your
be at the time.
I know, I know. Like it's always
Well,
like these
hang on.
people. That's the thing too.
I
It's
got a
like,
question for you
yeah,
actually.
go ahead, Silver.
So my question, right? What made you want to cover like a variety? Like, 'cause, like I saw the drama content, right? Like you're doing drama content for like covering Tommy C and Lowcow, right? Like a lot of the Lowcow.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
made
I
you
kind of got
Oh yeah,
mixed up in there.
what kind of made you like want to get away from it? Like, what was your point? You're like, yeah, I gotta stop covering this shit because, like, man, I still see channels out there that are just like, oh, I'm not gonna cover it anymore, and then it's like next week later you have like 20 videos. This is what happened at Fat Cap. This is what happened on fucking Becky's show. You know, it's like,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm actually friends with the whole reason I got involved in the first place is because I'm friends with Xylee. Xylee Gets Real. She's a friend of mine. And you know, you know, at the time, like I was talking with her, like I guess maybe once a week or something, and I saw her get hired as Local Rewind. So I was just trying to be supportive of like my friend, and then she ended up getting her own show. So then she brought me on a couple times, but I kind of came got into it just because Xylee had been cast on the show, and I was like, dude, these girls are nuts. I was like, I got to do a video about these girls, and I was like, and Keem has no idea what he's doing, and then I realized that as that went on, that it's all like, you know, bullshit. It's like it's not scripted because I've been on the show. And it's not like they don't give you a script or tell you what you're going to be doing or anything like that. So I can at least say that much. And if it was, I would be the first to tell you. But
well, also if it was scripted, bro, like they would actually have shit to talk about. Let's be honest here, because like most of it, like I've noticed this too, or like I've been watching since like Lowcow started. Like I was one of the subs. I subbed to it right before there was even a live stream on there. It was just a channel. And I was heavily involved in the Keemstar Show Discord when that was still a thing.
Well, I also don't really like the way that Keem treated me in there because I came in as Xylee's friend, but somehow I got like lopped in with being a Lynx simp because I had Lynx on my stream at one point.
Dude, that
which apparently everybody has.
Yeah, but that really pissed me off. It's like because I was in her server, it was like I got a fucking DM from a random fuck being like, "Hey, we're not like if you're friends or anything like that, you're basically just gonna get fucked over pretty much." So it was like what they said to you. It was like, "Hey, you're banned for some like you're fucking, you know."
Well, you know, Xylee even told him that I wasn't, but I guess you know, after finding out what we know about Keem now and her, it's kind of like, okay, now we know why he was a little mad that she was talking to other guys because he wanted her for himself, even though he was already engaged to be married and shit.
I know, and that's
He
what's
is
the
fucking
crazy
creepy,
part
man.
about it is it's like he's supposed to be married, like being married to Brantley soon, but yeah, he's flirting with random e-girls he doesn't even know from Canada.
Yeah, well, that's Keem for you. I mean, I don't.
Well-
I think it's funny though when people still try to like cancel him. Dude, do you really think that anybody can cancel Keemstar at this point? Like, unless Keem really messes up big time, he's not going anywhere, dude. He's here for the long haul.
And as a Keemstar critic, I agree because like I don't try to cancel Keem. I just make fun of him because a lot of the shit he
Because
does,
he's
I think, is
funny as
retarded.
fuck, dude.
It's
This
pointed,
guy.
and it's pointed, and yeah, he does stupid shit that's funny sometimes. So I like to point and laugh
All right,
at him.
let's
But
get
I
back.
know I can't
We're
cancel
going a
him.
little bit off topic here. Let's go back to our questions, if you don't mind. All
Yeah, no
right.
worries.
Uh,
I'm an open book.
what's the next question? Hook. Trident. What's the next
Hold on,
question?
we're good. Hold on. We can go back to. So let's just since we're talking about the locale thing already. What's your opinion of locale live and the locale universe and all those shows? Because that's what's in the docket.
You know, I thought it started off pretty promising, and you know, I really think that they had something with the locale queens, like start them off all hating each other, but then like the smart move would have been to start directing them at other
Dude,
people and
this is
starting
the-
drama with other
But
channels.
this is the problem, though. The drama is like, the drama now is fucking insane. I was actually friends with I don't know if she's still a host or not, but her name was like Wonder Woman. Like I met her before she became before she got involved with the locale shit, and like now like she had some like allegations, I guess, against I don't know, man. That fat camp trip though, I swear the fat camp, that trip fucking curse, bro. Like that shit was like the curse shit that like it's like the
I think
beginning
it
of the
kind of,
end.
yeah, it really did slow them down big time, like that fact, because it just everything seemed
And there's more
manufactured.
shit. There's more shit coming out too. Like we're finding out about the damn lap dances with the cougar, you know, the cougar.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
I will say Billy the Fridge was always chill with me. I mean, he busted my balls and stuff, but he always did it in good fun. I like Billy. I think Billy's chill.
Billy seems like the kind of dude that like I would just sit there and have a Chipotle bro. I mean, thanks to like I watched Locale one time. I watched his show one time. He was talking about him and Xylee were talking about sweet tea, right? And I swear they got me to want to go to like Chipotle and try the sweet tea there, and he was right. That shit's so good.
Well, you know, Billy is a big boy. He knows his food.
And yeah, he really does. Like he does know his food. Also, this is kind of off topic, but I know he'd be playing Magic of the Gathering. I tried. It was supposed to play. Was supposed to play Arena one night, but then I think he got busy and capped on me. But I know he's like a big Magic of the Gathering guy as well.
I also had no idea he was as good of a rapper as he was too. Like I
I
wasn't
know,
even,
like his
because
raps
I'm a
were actually
musician,
amazing.
and he was like busting on this musician that came on the channel. And I'm like, dude, from one musician to another, like I appreciate what you tried doing, because you know those guys are rough. So you know, I'm genuinely trying to be a nice person. That's another reason too. I think I kind of migrated away from it because I don't want to be a dick just for internet.
It's understandable, man. Like you know, like I don't really see us being a drama streamer because like you see me and Trident, we're too nice for that shit, bro. Like I mean, if someone's gonna start shit, we'll fire back. But for the main part, Ravencast, we don't really like doing that kind of shit. We don't like being mean like that, you know.
Especially to our guests, like if we're bringing on someone just to chill and have a chill conversation, I'm not gonna start drama and start shitting
Like
them because
our
for
format is just kind of like I'd have to say, Trident, like our dynamic and our format is kind of very chill. Like we're not really like
yeah,
like you know,
we're not really like crazy. Yeah, we make jokes sometimes. Like I'm not gonna lie, we do make edgy jokes on the show sometimes. So that's all about you'll get from us is like just edgy jokes, but we're not like assholes. We understand where people come from and stuff like that, basically.
Yeah, you got to be. I mean, if you just always are a dick, it kind of just ends up like if you could do it like calculate it, it works really well. But if you're
so going back to your commentary stuff, right? I got a question, right? What is your opinion on the current state of the commentary community as a whole?
I talk about this with my audience all the time. It's like I feel like you know, it's all about who can say it. They're all trying to be 20 like 14 commentary channels, but
That
you
doesn't
can't do
work.
that anymore because you'll get banned if you truly tried to be that. So everybody just tries to be like as mean as they can by making fun of everybody else. And you know, there's no trust. If you go like if I were to start DMing with Dioria, I just would imagine that they're gonna instantly be leaked at some point, which you know that makes it no fun. Like who wants to be in a situation like that? Again, I just think that a lot of times they don't care. Like they used to, like they, in a way, I think they do care about the truth a little bit. Like they don't want to get their shit wrong completely, but they also have no problem throwing someone they dislike under the bus either, whether the truth is real or
Dude,
not. Like,
you know, that's what I hate about it, man. It's just the snitching. It's like, eh, eh, and also it's like, well, for instance, like my whole like I was big into like commentary, like back in like 2017. I was like I was a teenager, so I was into the whole Leafy, Power Circle, all those guys. And it's nothing like it was back then, bro. Back then, it was like they would find like one of them would find something and then all just run with it, like the Pokemon Go kid thing. Remember when everybody was
oh
covering
yeah,
that shit? Like,
yeah,
he
that
had
song
fire.
still slaps.
Yeah, cyber abilities. I should, bro.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
So I remember that somebody made this edit where it was like It was like World War II, like playing in the background of his brother's head when he's doing the guitar solo. No,
Yeah,
well,
I mean they paved the way for guys like us. So I don't like the old school guys. I don't really mind too much. I even though I think Keemstar kind of fucked me over, I still think that I still think that I
eh,
respect what he did for YouTubers and shit.
yeah. I
Even though
mean, I respect what he did too. Even though he does like he covers his own ass and he tries to act
I
like he
just
doesn't.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
wish
absolutely.
I just wish the same Keemstar from like 2019, 2020, where he helps people. I wish he was that same guy now, because now it's like if someone gets flagged, he doesn't really give a shit like he used to.
Dude,
And
I
Yeah,
mean,
because
especially for somebody
he's rich.
yeah, but back when that's the thing too about it, right? If you think about it, like back in the day, I mean, I guess there's always been something messed up about Keem. Like literally back in his Camstar days, like um, he played up this character. He was a dick, or when he was on Xbox Live, you know. I don't know, man. I've always had like now that I'm kind of seeing how Lowcow is, I'm just like, bro. Like, stick to your original plan, bro. That's the problem. He's ruining his own brand by like shoving, like, you know. Anyways, let's stop
Well,
talking about that.
those people are all expendable to him. Like he might look, he might look, okay, maybe like
Mhm.
he wants to get them money while he can, but he also wants to get himself money, and he knows that like he's been around long enough to know that that shit's immediately on a time clock before people are kind of over it. So he's just trying to cash in as much as he can while he can.
Oh yeah.
He's,
Um,
Mhm.
what
Yeah,
kind of?
100%. So since we're kind of talking about like state of commentary, I saw like you did a lot of like live stream coverage on the iDubbbz thing. What's your opinion on iDubbbz in 2016, and what's your opinion of them now in 2025?
I don't understand how somebody could have so much talent at one point in their life and just have zero talent, like just less than a decade later. It's crazy to me. But that's what I guess having Punani in your life when you never have before can do to you.
Dude, it's like with him, he's like a whole other person. Like, look at him physically, bro. The fucking between the Soylent and like what Anicia, like he looks sad. Like he's got a sad looking mullet too. Like the mullet looks pretty sad. He's got like those fucking and think about it, he has tattoos on his body that those that shit's permanent. He has a fucking eagle on his fucking chest, bro. That's gonna be on his body the rest of his fucking life.
I
Yeah, I mean, I have
know.
tattoos, but mine are all symbolic of something that I've like
Oh
a
yeah, man.
journey of my life. I wouldn't just get an eagle because fucking eagles rule. If I did it because I'm from Philly and the go birds. But see,
Yeah,
it has to have
go
meaning to
Eagles.
me. I don't know if he added any meaning to to any of his tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, and the another thing about it is, bro, it's like it's I've always said this, right? It's okay to want to do something different than what you did back then, right? But his problem is like he blames his fans for like being tied down to it. And I'm like, bro, like stop trying to fucking blame your fans. Just say, yeah, I did edgy shit. Now I don't want to do edgy shit anymore. I've grown up. That's fine. Your
Mhm.
fans would respect you for that. But instead, because you're a
And
whiny, thieving little fucking asshole, And then he's like stabbing Ethan Klein in the back. I'm sorry, I may not like Ethan, but but literally don't fucking send everybody that hates him after him. There's no
Yeah, that whole
fucking point.
situation's very strange to me. Very strange to be that
I
close
know.
with people, and then to like, I don't know, like as you guys know, like,
randomly just burn
Nerd
a
City's a
bridge
good
for
friend
no
of mine.
reason.
I could never imagine, having
Oh,
a
yeah,
disagreement with
we're
him and then
bringing it up.
putting out a fucking hit piece on him.
Yeah, that's what I like about Nerd City, bro. Nerd City doesn't do that shit. He doesn't go after his friends or people he's been associated with in the past. He just kind of does his own thing. And you
Yeah,
don't
and
really
he
see.
could, because a lot of them guys have been completely terrible to him, and
Yeah.
he could probably wipe the floor with them if he wanted to, but he elects to do what he thinks is more important for people to hear, which tells you the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, shout out to Nerd City for sending you our way, man. Like we appreciate you coming out tonight. Like I love that's
Yeah.
the thing I love about this show, right? Like we're
And-
we're small fries, but with that being said, we like to we like to have a vibe here, like a good vibe here.
Well, he
Yeah.
was a big influence on me as a content, because I've been watching him for years, and
Yeah,
I never
me too,
thought
man.
I never thought that I'd be friends with him, but here I am. So it's pretty cool.
I never thought I would even just speak to him on Twitter, but then I added him to my Twitter group chat, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll stay in here." And then we just started talking in DMs. It's like, man, not everyone with a big number is an asshole. If you just reach out to them.
Yeah, and this is an important aspect of it too, is getting around like-minded people, So you don't want to what's that old saying, a rising tide lifts all ships. So
Oh yeah.
And back to the iDubbbz thing, because I want to just make this point too. It's just so weird. Like, I get people change their minds, but it seems like iDubbbz didn't change his mind over time. It's like one day he just woke up and just did not like his edgy content anymore. And it's I really just wonder what happened to make him.
I know exactly
was it
what
Anissa,
happened.
or is it,
bro?
Well, apparently he was still doing content cops while he was banging her, but I'm sure over time she kind of probably found Hassan and was like, you need to be more like him. But it was all political. There was a political shift happening in the country at the time, and also that kid Cameron, I don't know much about him, but I heard he's kind of in his own kind of shit. The guy who did the content cop on but he made a good point in that that was right around the adpocalypse, so he couldn't do content cop the way he was doing it. So I think it was one, it was to cover his own ass. It was probably pressure to keep his sex doll happy, and then the other thing is there was a political shift, and I guess he realized that there was plenty of bread out there for the tubers to get.
I'm a huge music person, right? And I'm thinking about I'm personally thinking about it's like the Beatles, like Pokyoko, like how she kind of came in and influenced the Beatles or in the wrong way. That's kind of how that is, bro. Like iDubbbz has his and she's basically like ruined the band,
Yeah, she's Yoko Ono.
She's
That's what
I cannot
think
say
what
her
Sam
name.
Hyde. Yeah, Sam Hyde said that. She's the Yoko Ono content cop.
Bro, I've not met Sam Hyde yet, but I have met some people from the Fish Tank.
Yeah, I interviewed Summer from Fish Tank. That's actually what kind of got me my first break. Was I interviewed her? I interviewed Reddit Jimmy. They were the only two I really wanted to.
I interviewed Bert, the winner from last year, and then I also interviewed Lance. I basically interviewed a lot of the people from I interviewed one person from season 1, and the others were from this recent season. Yeah, I gotta look for it though. It was in because I was doing this in whoever's running the Burt fan Discord server kind of thing.
Yeah,
trying your back.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Those people are all just regular people who found themselves in a crazy situation. Jimmy still I still check in with him sometimes, and just because he's from my area, Philly. And I'll check in with him, make sure he's good.
Bro, Philly. Philly sounds like a pretty cool place to live, man.
It's nice.
There's
We
a
got
new
the
season
beach.
of Fish Tank.
I don't know what.
Go ahead.
I didn't watch the last season. I was like, it was, when you're starting content creating, I was at the time I was looking for a place to start, and I kind of knew that the first season really kind of got a lot of attention because like Turkey Tom was on there and a bunch of other YouTubers were on there. So I was like, this might be an interesting topic to start at. And then Summer's mom reached out to me and was like, I can get you an interview with Summer. And that was the first time I had ever been like contacted about any interviewing anybody. And I was like, oh shit.
That must have been like the coolest interaction, but also kind of crazy though. You're like imagine like her mom was like Summer, like a YouTuber here, yeah, he wants to interview you.
Well, Summer called me and left me a voicemail, and it was very odd. She thought I was someone from the show, so she started just going off on all this stuff that was very secretive and I'm like, no, I'm sorry, Summer, I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not Sam Hyde, I'm not Jet.
Mr. Goldstein himself.
Yeah, I think she thought I was those guys because her mom said there's an important call here you're going to want to take. But people who aren't familiar with how YouTube works thinks that anybody who does YouTube is making bank, and it's just that's frankly just not the case, as you guys probably know.
Was it? Oh, this chick was fucking crazy. I remember her. I mean, dude.
Yeah, she was the wildest one on the whole damn show.
Oh god, was she the one that got drunk and then flashed her tits?
No,
that was like.
Yeah, I don't know if that was her. I don't remember her
so somebody got really fucking drunk and then they like flashed the camera. It was the funniest shit in season 1.
She was from season 2.
I didn't really watch season 2 to be honest. It's kind of weird.
She had like a manic breakdown throughout.
Her. Yeah, she's the one that they had the phone call and she was like, "Hey, I'm ready to come back on the show." Is she doing okay, man? Because like after hearing all
she's
that
actually doing well.
Okay.
She got her she seems I think that she was in a bad situation already when that show started, and she just was a huge fan of Sam Hyde, and then that show, you put yourself around a bunch of crazy mofos, shit's gonna happen. And I think that,
dude, you had Airsoft,
I have no problem with
destroying shit every season he's been on except for this last season. Like the first, I think it was like the first season, like you had him throwing bioweapons. Anyways,
him as Santa was friggin' hilarious.
Oh yeah, him as Santa was, bro. One of the questions we had on this list, we're kind of just going out of order. We have just questions out.
Yeah, man, no worries.
How did you get on Tipster's show?
So there was
Tipster came on his show.
Yeah, Tipster came on my show. So there was, you remember that whole Bo Blacks thing that was happening?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Bo Blacks was like just going hard on him, and then like it just got to the point where it's like, Bo Blacks, buddy, Bobby, like you're losing your house and you're wearing a dress.
Yeah, that dude's a total mess. But I ended up having someone in my community. We were watching the Nick Diorio debate against Bo Blacks, and like the whole entire the commentary community was watching it. So I did a live stream kind of covering it, and then and they kept bringing up Tipster, and a girl in my Discord, a girl in my community was like, Tipster follows me. You want me to message him and see if I can get him to come on? And at that point, like, getting Tipster on during that was like, dude, that would be dope as hell because they are all talking about him. And so he comes, she starts messaging back and forth with him. She's a cute girl, so I can't blame Tippy. I can't blame Tippy for answering, but
he's married, bro. He needs to stop being cute girls. Isn't that right, Dryden?
Yeah, he does. That's the thing. It's like if Tipster was single, there would be nothing wrong with it. But he's married, and he lives with his wife and her parents.
Triton's,
so it's like,
Triton's an ex-mod for him.
Well,
I used to be a part of the Tipster news team back in like 2020, 2021. I used to be a mod for him on his Discord, run his Discord stages and stuff. But then we kind of had a little falling out over some dumb shit in 2022, and ever since I kind of like just been calling him out on Twitter a little bit, making fun of him.
Yeah, he kind of to be fair to him, he wasn't being creepy with her or anything. She just said, "Hey, there's a guy I'm in his community and I think he's pretty chill. He'll be fair to you if you want to
Oh,
come
then
and say
that's fine.
hi."
Yeah, that's totally fine.
And so he did. He popped in the chat, and I'm like, "Oh shit, Tipster!" This was like before I had met Nerd City or anybody, so it was a big deal for me because I didn't know anybody.
Oh yeah.
And while Tipster, has his history, having somebody who's has that much notoriety online, whether for good or bad, I just like, oh, that's good for content. So,
yeah, man.
And then I ended up convincing him to call into that. Well, two girls that were in the chat convinced him to call into that show because they kept bringing him up. And that ended up being a really cool moment because it was like the first time he had talked to Nick and Augie and all them since he had been friends with them. So that all happened because of my stream, which was pretty nuts. Because we're like you guys, we were about the size of you guys, so we only had a small amount of people watching, and to be able to impact the internet that much, just from having a group of people who are willing to go out and help you out, and then I had him on. After that, I invited him on to do an interview, and he didn't really know who I was or whether or not I was gonna like set him up to embarrass him or get because there are so many people who will sell their child just to get a clip, and that's not how I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been watching Tipster since probably around since 2019. Actually, I haven't.
I used to watch him in 2019, but ever since 2022, I've stopped watching him because I don't really like the politics he covers because I'm not really a lefty type of person. So I just stopped watching because he started covering lefty stuff, and it's like, yeah, no, I don't like this. So I haven't watched.
Me and him don't have anything in common when it comes to politics, but we like a lot of the same games, so that's about.
Yeah, because he really is like a big retro guy. Because he used to talk about retro all the time, like 12 hours.
I just miss when he used to do I just miss the Tipster that used to cover internet drama and then had video games at the same time.
I keep telling him to get back to doing that, but he
internet
he
politics.
Said he can't handle it.
I know he can't handle it, man. I get that, right? It's just crazy to me if you think about it. That original group, like Augie, Boblax, and Tipster, Nick, it's crazy to me how a lot of them are either shifting their content away, or you're like Boblax, you're not making any content, and you're gonna be in a cardboard box soon with the spare change, sir.
Well, that guy's Boblax is a miracle story all on his own that he even found fame the way he did.
Dude, I mean, bro, he had. I'm sorry, but his videos were pretty fucking niche. Oh, I'm just gonna read. You're one.
I'm gonna read tweets. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking read. It's like the dumbest thing ever. How he found a way,
man.
All you had, bro. And then
now Internet Versus came along, and now he's copying the same thing. Which
Connor said, "Fuck this shit, Boblax. I can do your job and better."
Yeah, and it's it was just right for the picking because all Bobby needed to do was do that stupid thing, and he would have been fine. So somebody came along and was like, "Okay, well, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it."
Boblax, out of all those guys, he had no interaction in his server whatsoever. He had a Discord server, never interacted with his fans. I used to be a part of that Discord, and I'm like, all right, nothing.
Because he thought he was the man, dude. He thought, that if we are gonna compare, somebody who we all think is like a model creator, like Nerd City. Nerd City will talk to anybody. He loves engaging with people who are supportive of his community. He doesn't think he's too good for anyone. And but then you look at someone like Bobby, who has not even 10% of the talent of Nerd and thinks his shit don't stink and that his time is better spent, kissing Dioreo's ass or,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Boblax hated Nerds, had a big hate boner for Nerd City too for several years. And Nicholas Diorio, the whole
all
group
them guys.
For some reason just hate. Yeah, and Nerd City was just like, man, I'm too good to even respond to them. And they just kept on making video after video after video while he just kept making this content like it was nothing.
Yeah, the sad thing is though, the people who matter that they pick up on how much of a beast move that is, but if those guys, you know how it is when you end up like getting on the radar of one of them, you end up getting on the radar of all of them, and then they all just kind of wolf pack together, and then eventually, if they're like, oh well, if everybody's covering this, there must be some truth to it. And that's actually how I kind of met him, because I was like, dude, I was going over it, the drama that was going on with him, and I'm like, this doesn't make any damn sense. Like, I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, Nerd City doing this makes perfect sense to me. And
I'm sorry.
And then he was like, and then he ended up being like, yeah, I happened to catch your coverage, and he was like, I just appreciate you not like just blindly following everything they're saying and being fair to me. And that's all it took. And ever since then, we've been buddies. But and I tell that to other creators that are coming up too. Like, I have a friend who covers drama, and she covered Nerd City, and I was trying to get on her stream, and I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna get you're gonna. I'm telling you right now. Once I tell you what I know, you're gonna look like a fool. She did it anyway, and then afterwards, she was like, "Can I do an interview with Nerd City?" I was like, "He's not gonna you kidding me? You just sat here busting his content for the past
I'm not hour, this, bro. I fucking love. I'm gonna say this one thing. I fucking love the old Nerd City logo, bro. Like when you used to do like when you had the old logo, man. I like the new one, but the old one's my favorite.
Was it the Blue Man?
Yeah, the fucking Blue Man one.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
I'm not gonna lie though. What I like about Nerd City, right? And like, I didn't know that much about Nerd City before this, but bro, I love the fact when he took that one guy, like, I forgot what his fucking name, the one that was covering the Jake Paul scandal thing.
Hold on, before we get into that, I just want to give my opinion on the summer thing. It's like, she seriously tried to interview Nerd City after shitting on him and thought, oh, he's gonna come on your channel after you just believe everything and you're gullible. Like, no one's gonna. You gotta earn the respect. You can't just sit there like, oh, interview me. It's like, no, like, why would he interview someone? Like, he'd be stupid to go on that channel.
Yeah,
they just shut on him.
And I explained it to her.
It's a setup.
I explained it to her, and I was just like, listen, I think that this is a good learning experience for you to not just blindly listen to Diorio or blindly listen to Augie or Willie or whoever these guys are.
Like, have your own perspective. Like, listen to yourself. Trust yourself.
Especially when you have a friend of yours begging you not to do it. Like, and
exactly.
I'm not doing that for fun.
And also, it's like, why are you going to blindly attack somebody unless you don't fucking know anything about them, right? Like, that's what I understand. Like,
because she she thought that was she watches these other YouTubers and thinks that's what makes them successful, and
it's not how it fucking works, man. I mean, like that.
I mean, it gets you fans, but it gets you fake fans. It doesn't give you real fans that watch you for you. They're just watching you because you're copy and pasting someone else's opinion. But if you have your own opinion, you get fans that'll watch you for you.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to build. That's why
that's how I've had success.
That's how you get not only that, but that's how you just get respect from people. Well, even if not a lot of people like you, at least people were like, there's a lot of people in small commentary that don't like me, but they say one thing I like about Triton is he's honest with his opinions. That's what even my critics will say. It's like, at least Triton doesn't bow down.
I don't really have a standing point because like I'm kind of a nobody besides outside of Ravencast. I have like 51 subs. But yeah, I mean, my whole thing is like building relations, I definitely, like, when it comes to like the internet in general, like YouTube or whatnot, what's the fucking point of having people hate you in your community, right? Like, build connections, right? And if they're a piece of shit later on, then fuck them, But you got to build those connections.
But also, one thing I want to say too is build the connection because you want to. Don't just build connections just to build connections. Because I see a lot of creators like do that. They just they'll talk to anybody without doing research. It's like, if you're gonna get someone on the show, you gotta get them on because you like them and you see like they have a good personality. And the reason why I brought EG lately on here because I watch his content. Nerd City told me it's a truth teller. I verified that, and it seems like this guy does tell the truth and actually, calls things out and is a great, content creator. So that's why I brought him on, because PG Knightley is a guy that doesn't dick ride. Like, he will hear you out. And we need more people like that hear people out. We don't need this fucking ball washing shit or this shielding.
Did you say
If
ball
someone fucks
washing?
up, they fuck up. Yeah,
Did you
that's
say
what I
ball
personally
washing?
call it.
No one's washing no one's balls
Yeah, that's
here.
what I
Okay,
personally.
I'm your co-host, but I'm not your servant.
No. That's what I. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the bigger commentary. The bigger commentary, because they like to ball wash each other. And it's like, no, I don't want anyone ball washing me, because I'm just an autistic guy. I'm nothing special.
Hey, so it seems like half of the commentary community is autistic now. So, you're in good,
Yeah, it's my disease. I've affected everyone with my autism.
You're talking to the two. You're talking to the two biggest autistics probably on the fucking platform right now.
I mean, you're in good shape.
No, not the biggest.
You see, no, you're not. But I'm saying between the two of us, though.
But yeah, man, like, you guys are doing your thing, and that's all you can do, really. I mean, just the advice I'd give you is just keep striving to get better and think outside the box, because I was doing the same thing that my friend is, kind of doing, where she's, copy and pasting what other people are saying and copying their opinions to be safe. And I end up trying to blaze my own trail. And even if it gives me a lot of shit, which a lot of time I get a lot of hate for it. But at least I know that I can sleep well, knowing that they were my ideas. And
we get that, man. I mean, like, we sometimes will look for things on Twitter to talk about, but other than that, like, we usually, like, throughout the week when we're thinking about, like, when I'm at work or I come home or whatnot, I do think of, like, oh, hey, man, we could talk about this. I like to do, like, well, you're right, like, not sticking to the same thing, because that's what I like about your content, bro. Like, I like how one of your content, it's not all just locale stuff. I like how I went on one video and I saw something about Tommy C. Actually, I want to ask you that. What is your opinion on Tommy C?
The more I know about him, the more I think he's kind of a fraud. Like, I just think that he puts on this tough guy persona, but I feel like, if
I've
somebody
seen him
like
crying one time on a video.
I mean, I've cried on live stream, but that was after a friend of mine died. But
well, I think he was crying over Nicholas Iorio stopped being friends with him or something.
Yeah, that was like a long time ago.
Yeah, see, that's because Tommy needs those connections, because he's slowly fading into oblivion.
And that's the thing with Tommy C as well. It's like Tommy C, like 2015, like before, like 2022, Tommy C actually was the guy that had morals and principles, but then over the years he just fucking changed, and it's just now copying and pasting what Diorio says, what Keith says, or what anyone else says.
Yeah.
And that's why as a longtime Tommy C fan, I've been indifferent to Tommy C. Like, I didn't like how he handled the whole hacks thing. Like, Tommy C kind of stepped over the line in the hacks thing, which I don't know if you know about the hacks thing or not.
I'm not
because it's something from the Smash community.
My problem with
I just didn't like how Tommy C handled that. Go ahead, Silver.
This is just because I've been watching Tommy for years, right? He's always like, "Oh, it's always a problem with Keem." That's what I mean. Like, and then I go back, I look at the beta days, I look at now, and I'm like, bro, Tommy, you shoot yourself in the fuck. You get these connections, and then you talk shit about him on your show.
Yeah,
yeah, you're a fucking snake, dog. And I've
Nerd City was his good buddy, and he sold him out in a second for a clip.
Yeah,
that's not a friend.
And then he preaches about, oh, I do this. No, you fucking don't.
And he did
that's what I mean by he's a fraud. I think.
He did the same thing to Kratos on his technicals, try to act all buddy with technicals, and then sold him out. And that's why technicals hates Tommy C. And ever since, Tommy C's been trying to take down technicals.
Sorry.
Go ahead. What are you going to say, EG lately?
Sorry.
No, you're good. No, I mean, I think that's why I said I think he's kind of a fraud, is because, I think that Diorio came up in his community and then surpassed him, and now he's copying Diorio, and it's like,
oh, yeah.
why don't you that's not what made you popular in the first place. So like it makes no sense to me that you would want to copy Diorio when he learned from you. And now those guys, and then he's got like Wavy Web Surf giving him shout outs and stuff too. Like everybody is doing heavy lifting trying to keep Tommy a freaking float.
That's the problem though too. And like I feel like look at a Tommy video from like 2020 and look at now, right? Like bro, it's just like fucked. I mean, even Keemstar's helped him 2 different fucking times. I mean,
Yeah.
Keem put him on 2 podcasts. He put him on the fucking beta days, like, and like if he would have just sticked with it, he could have grew with Colossal's crazy and anything for views. He could have been like that, but no, he's just kept shooting himself in the fucking foot.
I feel like he's been stuck at 40,000 subscribers like his whole life.
Dude,
Like,
it is. It's like he just
you know
can't
what's crazy?
grow.
You know what's crazy? I joined the commentary. I found Tommy C in 2018 when he had 41.2k subs, and he's still been at 40k. He has not reached 50k yet.
Well, yeah, because I think he brings in new people, and then they realize it's the same thing every single show, and that's just never gonna. That's never gonna.
I rode the 2019-2020 rave of Tommy. Like, I was getting in there. Like, I don't think I watched. I think I watched Baited a little bit. I know I was watching Drama Alert at that time. Hey, we've been going for like 46 minutes, bro. What? How much time do we have with you?
We can still keep.
Hi, man. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling.
All right, man. We'll just keep going then.
I was gonna go until 9.
Is that okay with you, man? I just didn't know how long.
Yeah, is that okay with you? Or if you want to go longer, we can go longer if you want.
No, I mean I don't. Whatever you guys want to talk about, dude. I'm pretty chill. I'm just sitting here gaming while we talk.
Well, let's talk about some games. Actually, I think we got through our questions, right, Tridden?
Yeah, we got through our questions. We can talk. You can ask him some gaming questions if you want, if that's all right with you.
What's your opinion on Doom games? Like what? Because I'm planning on doing. I'm gonna say this right now. I wasn't planning on saying it, but fuck it, I will. I'm working on a Doom video. Like I'm gonna do a whole video talking about the original Doom trilogy. You ever play those games?
Yeah, so I grew up like I'm old enough to remember like the first
How old
Doom.
are you?
I'm almost 40.
God damn, you're old. I'm 23. Triton's 20.
Yeah, I just turned 20 Saturday.
So you guys that's why I gotta grow so fast, man. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, you're running out of time, running out of gray hairs, man.
That's right. But I cater to a bit of an older audience because I think that they get skipped over a lot on the internet. By everybody trying to appeal to young people, and I'm like, dude, the older folks have the money, bro. Like that's who I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I run my own podcast.
I get along with older. I get along with older people more than younger people.
Well,
so it's like the younger people always try to fuck me over. The younger people also like are just so immature, get mad over dumb shit. But it's like older people, I get to actually have a civil conversation, and they never like spurg out on me either. It's always the younger people that do that.
Well, that's why Chud does well. Like Chud Logic.
Yeah, because Chud,
we're the same age.
Like, honestly, out of all the commentary channels, I will say the only one that I still watch out of like the whole Diorio group is Chud Logic, because Chud is the only one that has the balls to stand up to Diorio or Queen or whoever.
Yeah, and well, Chud doesn't even consider himself part of that group either. So he's always whenever they try to group him in with them, he's always like, "Why do we have to be fucking group?" He's like, "Well, we gotta be fucking groups. Why can't we all just do our own thing?" And that's a sign of a guy who is confident in his ability to entertain people.
And not only that, but like I feel like Chug Logic to Nerd City, they just don't fit the like. I feel what I like is they don't fit the typical commentary bullshit we see nowadays. Like they're pioneers. They're inventive. They come up with new ideas. It's like I like seeing that. I like seeing fresh ideas, not the same thing hashed over and over again.
Well, Chud, stuck up for Nerd City when all that shit went down. So that, and Nick loathes him, which makes zero sense. I think it all spawns from like Nick not being able to make videos like Nerd does and always wanting to make videos like Nerd did.
That's what he wants to do. Yeah.
But Nick didn't see value in befriending Nerd City, so instead he just decided to make him an enemy. And then later on down the road, he decided he was going to try to be his friend again. And Nerd was like, "Nah, dude, get fucking bent."
Nah, dude, like get fucking
and
yeah. It's
Get
like
the fuck out of here.
And then Nick's like, "Okay, well then I'm doubling down on my hate for you, and I'm going to make everybody else I'm friends with hate you too." And that's how this got to where it's at. And that's what we call petty bitches.
They still try to go after him to his death, and Nerd City just ignores them like flies.
Yep. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah. Why we just go to 9? Try. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, man.
No. Because I know, like, you just got the new dog, and you want to go spend time with the new puppy.
I have to feed her again at like 9. She's.
Yeah, don't worry. We only got 10 minutes left, and then after that, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sorry for cutting it short. I'm just like, I got a lot going on tonight.
No, you're good. And also, EG, would you mind like coming on like sometime over the summer and doing segments with us as well, if you want to?
Yeah, man, I'm happy to help you guys out.
Love to have you come back, bro. You've been a great guest. We appreciate you coming on.
A friend of Nerds is a friend of mine.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
When Triton told me that, like, he was talking to Nerd City, I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I watched, like, that was my teenage years, bro.
I'll be honest. It's nothing against Nerd City, but I wouldn't call him a friend just yet because I don't really know him like that, and I like to get to know people before I just ego and say, oh, they're my friend. It's like, well, like Nerd City and I, we're friendly. We've been on friendly terms, but like, seems like I keep talking. So I've only started talking for like a month, so I'm still like getting to know him. But once like we get to know each other more, I'm sure he'll probably consider me as a friend.
Yeah, like it took you and me a couple months to become more friendly when I first met you.
Yeah, but it's like it's no shot against him though, because he's giving me advice and stuff on my content as well, and he's also like just been a helping guy, and he's also giving me he's giving me in my group chat information as well.
Yeah, man, I've actually been taking his advice.
He's a good one to listen to, man.
He told me he would be watching. He probably would watch the interview a few months ago. So, and I sent him a link tonight. So hopefully he watches the VOD.
If he hasn't watched it live, or if you're watching it live or not, thanks Nerd City for sending us a guest. We appreciate that.
That's how he is, man. He, like I said, like he's one of those people who will look at your subscriber count, not really care, and just hear what you're saying, and then that's how he decides.
More of
exactly.
Because like I feel as if like smaller commentary just needs there's a pick me up from the bigger guys. The bigger guys want to just snatch it all up, man. It's like fuck, bro.
Yeah, because
like,
they're afraid to lose it.
Too. It's like I don't want a handout though. Like I want to build my own. But if someone wants to shout me out, I'm willing to. I want to get shout outs from people doing it on their own.
More like, hey.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Though. Like creators do need to like give like smaller creators advice, and they also need to so just like a lot of creators, they think, oh, you have under 500 subs, you don't matter to me. It's like no. That's not how you should be. And one thing I'll applaud Nerd City for is he doesn't think about sub counts with their shit. He sees everyone as a normal human being, and that I respect.
Yeah. Which is funny too, because people will like give him when he comes on my show, they'll be like, oh, I guess Nerd City has nothing better to do but to hang out with a small creator. And I'm like, dude, kiss my ass, dude. This is the problem, is attitudes like that, is that, because the minute he wouldn't come on because someone's too small, you'd rip him for that. It's like,
the attitude thing is what I think that's what
I had the same shit. Hold on, Silver. I want to bring this up because we had the same thing happen to us when we brought Ethan. I don't know if you know Ethan Ralph or not, but we brought on this guy named Ethan Ralph, and Ethan Ralph's haters are like, oh, Ethan Ralph has nothing better to do. He's hanging out with a small channel like the Raven Cat.
Yeah,
like,
they were like shitting on us, bro. It's like, what? Because our sub count is so fucking small. Ralph came on, and the thing is, like, we fucking blew that shit out of the water with him, bro. Like.
Well, that's the thing, is they're jealous that you guys can get your networking and they're not. That's another thing too. It's like, what the hell?
Networking, bro.
Why is he going on that show and not on mine?
Oh man, well, he's going on that channel because he have to like, bro. Give me a fucking break, bro. I'd rather not be like one of those fucking sheeps, like especially those fucking bread tubers, bro. I'm gonna go a little side tangent here, Trident. Fucking bread tubers, I
Go ahead.
hate them. I fucking hate bread tubers, man.
Yeah, they suck.
They're like bottom feeders of the fucking like. I wouldn't even.
No,
Like, yeah.
Noah Samson, dude, that guy fucking sucks, dude.
Was that Samson the one that was like that had the charity thing? He's like, I'm dying.
No, that was Jake Doolittle, but he's a bread tuber too.
Was he gone? Was he?
Yeah, I haven't heard. I don't think he died or nothing, but I think he.
This is gonna get age restricted.
No, I mean I've already put like when YouTube asks, "Is this for kids?" I always put, "No, it's not." Because I don't think kids
I
should be
always
watching this
make
kind
sure
of
the same
content.
thing, bro. Bro, I think
it takes a lot to get age restricted. I know the limit. I don't think we've said anything.
I think we did get age restricted. Like I literally logged into YouTube Studio before we started the stream.
Yeah, I got age restricted talking about Eugenia Cooney.
It's probably on a stream.
No, it was on a video. It was on a short video with you for some reason, Triton. I don't know why. I'll have to look into that after stream.
Probably one of my old shorts from the days, maybe. I don't know, but YouTube doesn't. It takes a lot to get age restricted because I know, like, because Ethan Ralph said like a lot of horrible shit on the interview, like just like crazy, like went agey, and it did not get age restricted. So.
Yeah, just watch your. I mean, you can curse, but just make sure the F word's like every couple minutes as opposed to every other sentence.
Yeah, don't be like cussing 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, you guys are almost to. You guys are almost to where you could get. Do you guys have your like 4K watch hours yet, or? Because you guys are almost at 500.
Yeah, we're just waiting on 500 subs. That's all.
Yeah, then you can get super chats and stuff. That helps out a lot. They might not come in right away, but once you develop a community,
I'm afraid though with our community, super chats are going to be like probably a maybe thing. Our chat would probably
because a lot of I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my because I talk to a lot of my viewers, like the viewers we do have, and a lot of them don't really have a lot of money. So it's like I'm not going to do that to those guys. In fact, well, this is a hobby.
I'm saying once we get big enough, like we talked about for a future plan.
Yeah, big enough. Yeah.
Everybody says that when you're small, and then when you start getting them, you're like, this feels really nice. Like, go ahead. Yeah. Like if you want to, like my community knows that I don't really ask for donations, but when they give them to me, I make a big deal of it, and then that reinforces them wanting to do more.
Like when we get subs on here, like views, we make it a big deal. Like when I started, we gained some subs since I started working for Ravencast. Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I want to address some chatter real quick because Ghost of Cletus came in and asked if I got in contact with Ryan Ethra, aka Ryan Rogers, and yes, that interview is tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST. Which I'll still make sure that he's still good with that. But yeah, I've got in contact with him. I planned it out last week, and he said he will come up tomorrow.
So it is 8:57. We have a couple minutes left, guys.
So just to ask to wrap up the conclusion questions, what do you plan on doing for the future of your content? The same thing? Like, do you plan on staying in commentary, or do you plan on branching off the commentary eventually?
Well, the fun thing about being in commentary is if you can figure out a way to make you the product, then you can talk about whatever the hell you want. Like it works for Oompaville, it works for Charlie.
Oh, bro, I fucking love
that's what I'm trying
I used to be a part of Oompaville's I used to be part of his Discord community before that shit got nuked.
Yeah, because once you get big enough, it's more of a liability than anything.
Dude, no, that Discord server was a liability, bro. Like when I first got into commentary Discord servers in 2022, the shit I seen in there, like I saw a guy who was like around, like he looked like, you heard of Queso?
Yeah, I've heard of Queso.
The dude looked like Queso, but this guy could have been a locale in his own fucking right if he ever got discovered. Like one of the guys in the loop, one of the Oompaville supporters. All right,
I'll give you guys a piece of advice that Nerd City gave me when he was telling me about what you want to cover. Everybody, like he was pointing out, and he made this a great point. But what made him stick out is that if you watch like someone who does like essays, they'll cover everything that everybody knows. But if you're somebody who's constantly breaking parts of stories that nobody knows, then you will instantly develop a value, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys listen to my interview with him, I pick his brain about content creating and stuff, and it's a treasure trove of information in there that no, unfortunately, the video didn't get picked up by the algorithm, but when he's come on other times it has. But for some reason those interviews just never got picked up. But there's so much good shit in there for anybody who's an aspiring creator.
Man, we have a minute
Definitely
left.
have to check that. Which I watched a little bit, and there was a little bit inspiring stuff. I didn't watch like the full thing because it's been my birthday weekend, and I've been busy with like birthday stuff, so I haven't really had a chance to like watch like a lot of content. But I'm definitely, since I'm back now, I've been trying to get back into watching content and stuff again.
I was gonna say this. Thank you for coming on, brother. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the advice. Definitely tell your friend, your homie, the Nerd City. We said thank you as well. Bro, it's been a great interview, man. I mean, like you've been a great guest. Also, I had one last question. Are Philly cheesesteaks actually good in Philly? Because like I've heard this come up before, and you said that you're from Philly.
Fuck yes, dude. Nobody can touch us. No one can touch us.
See, I'm from the South, right? And I've never like had a proper Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, if you have them down anywhere else in the country, they're not as good as they are here because it's the bread really that sells it for brings it together here.
Yeah, that's what my buddy says. He says like if you want the best Philly cheesesteak, you got to eat it in Philly. You got to go to
Casket King. He put.
Shout out to Casket King. We plan on having him on June. I think it was like June 5th, June 6th.
Yeah, June 6th. Yeah, bro. Definitely stay tuned. All right, guys. We hope you have a fantastic night. Stay tuned for tomorrow's
interview. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Also, like button, and make sure you guys subscribe and join the Discord. And yes.
Also, make sure you also check out EG Legends content.
EG lately, and I have a EG lately. Yeah, EG lately, my main channel, and then my streaming channels later with EG lately. So.
All right, bye everybody. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. Take care.
And we.